What is good? It is your boy PvbloGrey, and today we got another health and fitness video. If you watched the last video, you seen the last thing I spoke on was taking Mk677. I think that's sorry, Mk677. Or Ibutamorin, whatever the fuck it's called. Sorry, I don't want to be telling you who I got this shit from, but yeah, and I did that March 11th, and I was taking Mk677 by itself 3 days prior, so that would make it, let's find out, March 8th. So technically tomorrow would be 4 weeks, so would be the end of the 4 weeks of trying this shit. I told y'all already that I planned on taking Ostarine, which I have been. I got that shit like 2 or 3 days after the video, but I'm gonna do a separate video on that. I mean, I'm kind of included in this one, but I'm gonna still do a separate video on that. And so far I'm 4 weeks in, and I'm gonna tell you how shit's been going. So when it comes to the Mk677, and just so you know, this is me talking about this and just this by itself. It will be another video where I'm talking about how the both of them interacted for me and my progress. So with this is just the Mk677 after four weeks of trying this. As I told you before, I didn't get no blood work. I wasn't planning on doing that shit. It's just not what I was interested in, just because. And then same thing with the Ostarine, but again, another video. So I didn't take any blood work, so I wouldn't know what my levels were, because I didn't intend on taking crazy ass dosages, and I wasn't planning on taking a full dose ever. I mean, not yet, but not during this cycle, put it like that. I wasn't planning on doing that during this cycle. But for Mk677, just this vial, right? Because I only took half at the max. I only took half of what was recommended at the max. I started off taking a quarter of this, so it's 25 milligrams per milliliter. One big thing of this is a milliliter, right? So I started off, like I told y'all in the last video, the first week, all I did was 0.25 of this shit. 0.25 for the first week. Did the same thing with Ostarine. 0.25 for the first week. Then after that, 50. No, I did 0.5. So let me tell you my experience, right? So the taking it as the 0.25, I did feel something, right? I was feeling the appetite. It wasn't strong like that. I felt the appetite. I felt like I could go to sleep at any time, like if I really wanted to, right? The week that I bumped that shit up to 0.5, bro, I'm trying to tell you, the shit is a game changer. This is for anybody, because there's different aspects to this fitness or athletic shit or just putting in work, right? You got the healing component and the growth component. It might be more, but those are the two I'm worried about. So people want the growth component. They want to grow muscles and things like that. And then people want the repair component so they can continue doing the same exercise or task or whatever it is that they wanted to do. They can do that more readily because they don't have to worry about taking a break, being sore, and healing up. This is, and I'm not advocating this for anybody. This is for lab rats. Pure lab rats, a real lab rat, right? For any lab rat out there, this is who I recommend this to. Lab rats that are in sports, lab rats that do physical activity every day that make them sore. Like, how can I explain it? So when I was into college athletics, I wasn't doing none of this shit. I took a supplement. I think it was called like ZMA or some shit. It was like zinc, magnesium, and something else. and it was basically a supplement you took before you went to sleep, so you woke up not as sore as you would be if you didn't take the shit, right? Because I used to run track collegiately, D1 too. But that's not the important part. I just wanted to let you know I ain't no fucking scrub. But what I'm saying is, I used to run track every fucking day. There would be days that, I mean, you would have to run through soreness. You had no choice. That's just, and I'm pretty sure it was like this with other sports. When it comes to basketball, football, you work out every day. You're gonna be sore and working out through soreness. This would have been perfect for that. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I probably would have been a fucking Olympic world record breaker if I knew about this shit. I would have took this shit right before I went to sleep and woke up like nothing happened. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is unrelated, but there were some dudes on my track team that I'm almost certain was taking steroids. They came from a Catholic private school where they was breaking all of these records that nobody in their school ever broke before, and they was breaking records that nobody in the public schools were fucking breaking. So it just didn't make no sense to me, and I'm almost certain this is what the fuck they was on. It had to be some type of SARMs, and the reason I know is because the school they're from. They know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. The school that they're from, JFK, they are known for doing steroids and other performance enhancing drugs. But it's just crazy that they have a supplement like this that I had no idea about. Again, this is perfect for lab rats who go hard. Say you went hard today. You know you aching. You just hooped a little pickup game. Your back aching. Your legs aching. All of that. You cramping up. This the shit you need to be taking right before you go to bed. So when you wake up, you don't feel none of this shit. Okay, so back to like I was saying. When I did the 0.5, I immediately noticed, because I'm letting you know now, I work out every day. I don't be hitting the gym every day. I go to the gym when I can, but I work out at home. I use bands and calisthenics and TRX suspension system shit, whatever that is. The shit from the door where you can hang and do all types of shit. I did pretty intense workouts, in my opinion. Well, let me not say that. I did enough where I felt the soreness, enough where I'm like, okay, I know I got to work out, and nothing. It's like, yeah, nigga, I know I just burned some muscle. Like, nigga, I'm hurting my arms. I can't move. I wasn't doing that just yet. I wasn't doing nothing like that until I realized that when I was taking the 0.5, and I would wake up not sore, like, I know I worked out my back like crazy, and that shit ain't been sore since taking this shit. Not even in the slightest. So Mk677, this shit is perfect for people who don't want to be sore. It heals you very quickly. Also, I will notice that I have been having great mental clarity. I smoke a lot of weed, and I've never really had good memory, but I can say while being on this shit, my mind has felt like the best it has ever been while I'm still smoking weed. And that's enough to be said. And what else? The hunger. Let me tell you, bruh, if you don't want to be eating, take the shit at night, because you take it in the morning, you're gonna be eating all day. And I'm pretty sure I concluded this from the other videos that I watch, is that when you take it in the morning, you're more susceptible to having your insulin process in your body fuck up, to where you might end up being pre-diabetic or diabetic. So I've been trying to go with the safest route based off my conclusions, and I'm not even saying this is set in stone, because I don't know for sure that people said this, but this is just what I'm concluding based off the information I gathered. Take the shit at night, so it works with your body that's already releasing HGH at night while you're sleeping. It just works double time, so you wake up refreshed like a motherfucker. Just on half of taking this shit, just on the half of it, right? You will feel lethargic. And I told y'all when I was doing the 0.25, I felt like, yeah, I mean, I could fall asleep. Like I could go about my day normal like I normally was. Or if I wanted to and I sat still long enough, I could fall asleep. But on the 0.5, listen, if I did sit still, I was falling asleep. That's not even a full dose. If I sat still, I was falling the fuck asleep. So be prepared for that. I'm gonna talk to you about how I think this shit worked out very well when it came to Osterine, um, as a combo or stack or whatever the fuck they call it in this fitness world. Um, because I told y'all my initial goal was to gain size and definition. I don't know if y'all can tell, but y'all gonna see in the video either over here or over here that my body has changed in 4 weeks, bro. I gained 7 pounds, and I'm almost certain it's muscle. Cause like, bro, I don't see no fat on me. No, not much water retention. I haven't had much water retention, and I don't know if that's because I drink a lot of water. I don't know how water retention works. I'm gonna be real with you. I know what it looks like. I don't know how it works, what makes you get water retention, all that. I don't know about that. I haven't done enough research. But I can tell you, I don't feel like I have retained a lot of water. In my opinion, I think I'm pretty lean. That's just my opinion. So if I had to guess, 7 pounds of muscle, we could say 5 and like 2 pounds of fat, whatever the fuck it is. But I don't have much fat on me. I've never really had ever in my life. So I would be very surprised if that is the case. But then combination of Osterine, which just keeps you from losing muscle, MK is gonna make you eat. And again, I don't know the science behind this shit, but I would have to assume that any anabolic or SARMs that is geared towards growth, because in order to grow, you have to put something in you to supplement that, not just a supplement, not just a dropper. You putting a dropper on your tongue is not going to give you size. It gives you the ability to do that. You still have to take in nutrients. It's just like putting a new computer chip in your car so it goes faster. That's fine, but it can only go if you put gas in it. It's the same thing for the human body. So I've never done anything else, no other SARMs, nothing. I never gotten the anabolics. But if I had to assume the anabolics that are geared towards growth and what is it called, bulking, it has to. I would have to assume chemically it's increasing your appetite, because that's the only way you will be able to sustain size without something else such as Osterine. I would hope that I don't even think Osterine is like that, where it's just keeping you from losing muscle, because you have to maintain size. The only way to maintain the size is to consume enough calories to maintain that, because if you don't consume enough calories, you lose weight, muscle too. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I believe this whole process has increased my appetite. I already told y'all I'm a weed smoker and I still don't have the craziest appetite in the world. But I can say while being on this, man, I ate more than I ever have. And I actually like it, man. I feel good. I don't feel heavy, but I feel full. Like muscle wise, stomach wise, everything. Like I definitely recommend it. So yeah, y'all seen the last video. I was 167 now. I do recommend Mk677 for anyone who just wants to feel revitalized. It's a sweet spot. You got to learn your sweet spot. I'm glad I did without having to take nothing crazy as far as like dosages, and I'm in the clear with that. I don't feel like I'm diabetic, although I do eat a lot of candy. I eat a lot of carbs. I eat a lot of sweets. By carbs, I do mean mostly sugar, because I'm a sugar fanatic. And I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I'm not a fucking doctor. But if I had to guess from my body, because I feel like I know my body best, I don't feel like that. I don't feel worse off than I did before I started this shit. I don't feel suppressive or anything like that. Like, I mean, it could be me, man, but my sex life been great since taking this shit. Not like it wasn't great already, but like. But other than that, man, I ain't got nothing else to say. Other than I do plan on I'm gonna probably stop taking Mk677 for maybe 2 weeks. If I ever do, like, there might be times where I might not do a cycle where I do it for 1 day. Do it for 1 day, depending on what that day calls for. So say if I go hoop and do a pickup game and I'm sore, I'm gonna take some Mk677. Although I haven't been taking it, I'm gonna take it for that 1 day. But I'm also gonna start a cycle on this again. my homeboy was telling me that because I'm on such low dosages, it's like I don't necessarily even have to cycle off because it's such a low dosage. Like it's not like it's going to harm me to just stop cold turkey or to continue doing it because it's such a low dose. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a 2-week break, maybe a week break, just to see how life goes without it and give my body some break, because I've been trying to practice nucleus overload, which is why I've been working out every day. So after I take this little 1 week to 2 week break, I'm back at it and we gonna get even bigger, and I'm gonna restart this cycle. So yeah, that's all I got to speak on when it comes to ibuprofen Mk677. If you want to know where the fuck I got it, hit me up. Y'all see the where to find me. Y'all see what y'all gotta do. Yeah. So if you want any information on that, man, hit me up. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm gonna have some videos of some workouts, some things I do at home where I ain't using much but some bands, and I'm gonna give y'all some workouts without bands, without nothing. So I'm gonna let y'all see that. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say. They like what I'm doing here. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. PvbloGrey out.